I keep hearing the current school board member being an advocate for equity, yet two peers have openly rejected the reality of our obvious segregation. How do you plan to fight pushback on integration? And we'll start with Ms. Mosley-Jones.
So the question, why? Didn't you say something?
The question is, how do you plan to fight pushback on integration?
I have to laugh about this, only because this is a very sensitive subject for me. Clearly, somebody did not see the news on Thursday, because that's when I had to fight. I had to fight and do some pushback. Pretty much everybody in Hamilton County knows that I am the only person of color on the school board. I am the only person that represents people of color. And so there are a lot of days when I fight back and push back with my board peers about things that they just don't get because they just don't look like me or come from communities that I have lived in or grown up in or worked with children that look like me or any other person of color. And so I will continue to fight that fight. That is nothing that I am ashamed to do. My stance has remained the same, and it's been pretty much probably the same since I was a kid. I've always been outspoken, and I always had an opinion, and I believed in what was right. And what is right is to do what is right by kids, and it doesn't matter what color you are. But it's about what is right for you as a child, and for you to get the quality education that you deserve. And so when people who have a wavering opinion from me on that, state their opinion, I respect their opinion, but then I also show them why that is not morally right for children or economically sound for our county. And so when I have people direct statements to me as they did on Thursday about what schools lack equity, where are they, because they just didn't understand, I told her, come take a trip with me and I'll take her to some neighborhoods where kids lack equity, because that's what's going on. And that's what I face all the time as a school board member. That fight won't change for me. That is my fight. Those children's fight is my fight. Your fight is my fight. And I'll continue to fight that. And I don't mind being the voice to fight that. The bigger concern, I think, should be is why people that don't look like me, that say they feel the same way I do, haven't said anything or not fighting against that. That's what bothers me, and that's what troubles me, because I can stand up all day long, but I'm a moot point because I look like the population that they're talking about. But when there are people that don't look like me, that say they believe what I believe and don't stand up, that's the bigger issue.
Thank you. And Mrs. Pierre, how do you plan to fight pushback on integration?
One way you can fight pushback on integration or equity, whichever one we want to use, is to look at the fact that 26 years ago we had a lawsuit that the school board is bound by. So you need to go in and dust off some things and let people know that they are responsible for making sure that each student in the Hamilton County school system has an equitable chance at getting an education. Sometimes people don't see things because of the way you put it to them. And I would take the approach of pulling data and showing them. I can remember when that suit was dismissed in federal court. And at that time it was said that you only needed to move 185 teachers and that everything would be okie-dokie. Well, we see now that that is not the case. So we need to go in, pull out that information, and make people understand through various ways of talking with them and showing them how being in a community that's moving forward, looking at the industries that have come to this area, looking at the people we would like to get in this area, that you cannot do that if you're not treating everybody equitably. And so that's how I would approach it.
Thank you. Any additional comments, Mrs. Mosley-Jones? Okay, and any additional comments?